She's got a fish hooks in you. Like pussy. She's got her tail wrapped around you twice.
Okay. I think we're up and running here. Check how these things are going. That's up. That's up. And that's up. This over here where I can see it better. All right. Hello, everyone. Once again, playing Mewgenics because, well, quite frankly, I like this game. Simply put. And today I kind of wanted to play it, and then I figured while I'd play it, I'd kind of go over my opinions on the game I've been playing up until yesterday, Adventures of Elliot. And I think I'm probably going to go back, like I considered actually playing that tonight and just like starting up New Game Plus on normal mode and seeing how easily I could face roll that with all of the equipment and everything, and turning this difficulty down to normal from very hard and see how much easier it'd make it. And I finished up everything on very hard yesterday, and I died a lot. Now, is very hard very hard? Yes and no. It's very hard in that the game kills you really quickly because it does a ridiculous amount of damage. So like, there's basically a scale for how damage works on very hard is. So you can take you can have up to 20, let's call them hearts. So think like Legend of Zelda games. You have a heart, and then like in the original ones you'd have a heart or a half heart, and like behind that there was actually a number. If you look at the code for the games, like there was a number there, and like on the Super Nintendo Legend of Zelda, like you could have different levels of a full heart or a half heart. Like it was a numerical value, and one half heart was not necessarily equal to another half heart. And so like it was just a visual representation of your life. So like you'd see something and hit you and it'd take half a heart, and you might be assuming that everything takes half heart with the same amount of damage. That's not necessarily the truth. So this game, like you can have a maximum of 20 quote-unquote hearts, and each one can display as full or half, I believe, like from looking at it. That's the best of my knowledge from watching it for I don't know how many hours. Like this seemed to be the way it displayed. I could be wrong, but so if you like physically run into an enemy, for the most part, it's going to take like a half heart of damage. The next level of damage, the lowest level of damage after that, is 2.5 hearts. And there are a few enemies that'll do this, but not too many. Like most of them it's like 2.5 or 3 or something like that. And then you get to 4.5. And then for those two amounts, if it's like an elite enemy or something, it can do for double. So 3 becomes like 6, and 4 becomes 4.5 becomes 9. And these are the damage values you take. So like early in the game, when you've only got a maximum of 5 life containers, heart containers, or whatever you want to call them, you die in a hurry. Like you really die in a hurry. So like me playing the game for the first time, like I died a lot because, well, if you're playing on normal, most stuff is not going to kill you. Like you can take damage pretty easily. Healing, while not plentiful, is available enough to probably keep you alive most of the time. And then you've got the fairy revival system for it. And you've also got the potions available. So like on normal, if you're dying on normal, like you're probably making a lot of mistakes. On very hard, like it doesn't take very much to kill you. So I died a lot. And like if you look at the gameplay time on the file versus the actual like video time, like I think there's probably about a 30-hour gap, maybe, somewhere between a 20 and 30-hour gap, and that's just like how many times I had to redo stuff from dying. And because of the way the save system works, like it uses a auto save system, but you can make manual saves at checkpoints, and the auto save usually only works at checkpoints, but there are sometimes like when you go into a dungeon it'll auto save, like when you go through like a quote-unquote map change from overworld to dungeon or overworld to cave, it will auto save at those points. However, within a dungeon, like going from one floor to the next, it's not going to auto save. So if you go into a dungeon and you do a lot, but then you die before you've gotten to another checkpoint, congratulations, unless you pay money to revive yourself, well, you're going to be doing that dungeon again. And that happened to me a few times. So like there's a number of times where I had to redo a lot. And then the boss fights, honestly, the boss fights aren't that bad, but if you're kind of like me and you're hard-headed, and rather than do what the game wants you to do, maybe you want to do it your way and you try to force it through, like it can take a little bit of time sometimes. But if you are willing to play the game's game, so to speak, the bosses aren't really that hard. If you're not in a rush and you're just willing to kind of observe what they do and dodge or block the attacks and wait for your openings, honestly, you should be fine most of the time. Like, my problem mostly was I would try to rush through them, and I will trade damage with the boss if I think I can kill it in a hurry, and so that kind of over-aggressiveness gets me killed a lot. So that caused a lot of deaths and a little bit of frustration, but like I don't really blame the game for that necessarily. Like if I was going to blame anything with the difficulty on the game, it's that when you're going to make different difficulty modes, you should actually take the time to go through the game and make sure that the adjustments you're making don't cause any issues. Just like turning up the volume, so to speak, on the amount of damage enemies do or the amount of damage enemies take. That is the laziest form of difficulty in existence. Let's just put it that way. If there's a lazier form, I guess it's spamming enemies. In other words, just like massively increasing the amount of enemies on screen or something like that. I guess that's the only form that might be lazier, although technically that would take actual effort, because then you have to deal with whether your game can handle that many enemies on screen at once or something like that. So it potentially take more effort than that. But Adventures Valley, it does the simple scaling. Now, like, because I haven't played the other modes, I'm not aware of whether or not there's an increase in the number of enemies or an increase in aggressiveness or anything like that. But I kind of doubt it, just because the honest truth is, like, if it weren't for the fact that the enemies hit really hard, none of them are really that difficult. Now, combinations of enemies together can be a little bit hairy sometimes. Like there's these elephant type enemies, and one of them will use like a suction attack that it sucks you in, and then once you get close, it'll try to swing its hammer at you. There's another enemy that does something similar, except without suction. It just swings the hammer at you. But what makes the suction enemy particularly nefarious is its hammer swing is actually a charge swing. So like it dashes forward at you when you do it. So if you get close enough, you can almost be in a position where it's almost impossible to dodge the enemy. Luckily, you have a shield. And if you're the kind of person that uses shields in games and like you're accustomed to blocking enemy attacks, you probably won't have too much trouble with anything in this game. If you're like me and you've played so many games where blocking tends to be punished either by chip damage or stance breaks, and against bosses tends to be mostly useless, and you've basically given up on blocking, this can get frustrating sometimes. And like that was kind of a problem I had with this game, is that I can't necessarily blame this on the game because the game gave me the tools, I just didn't use them. But I had a problem because I would try to just dodge everything a lot. And you have a jump in this game, and the jump can, in rare instances, be used to dodge stuff. But for the most part, the only thing you can dodge with jump is like projectiles or lasers, like or ground-based attacks. So, like, there's no dodge roll or dodge dash or anything like that in particular. If you're clever, you can use like some of the attacks to change your position to help you dodge things, but that generally requires a charge attack being set up ahead of time, so you're not going to be able to do that immediately. Like, you're not going to like be able to make a split-second decision to dash out of the way of something. You're going to have to set up your dodges if you're not going to block. So that made the game significantly more difficult. And like, when I play games, like, this is also something to keep in mind with me from my perspective. Like, if I think that doing something makes the game cheap or boring or too easy, a lot of times I'll intentionally not do it. And that can cause issues sometimes. So like a classic example of this that a lot of people do is like think RPGs and items. The truth of the matter is, in most RPGs, if you're willing to use the consumables that they give you at the right times, they make the game vastly easier. And you know this is true because if you look at speedruns of a lot of RPGs, a lot of them rely heavily on items that you can either purchase or pick up to make the run easier. Like in the Souls games, or Bloodborne and things like that are also classic examples of this. Like whether it's like, you know, the fire bombs or in Dark Souls or things like that. Like items tend to make the game much, much easier. But I'm the kind of person who will play an RPG like a Final Fantasy or anything. I will never, ever, 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 ever use an item until maybe the final boss. Just because at that point, there's not much point in holding on to them anymore. But this game, if you like, there's potions in the game, same way as Link was Past, and if you don't engage with the potion system, you're probably going to have a bad time unless you are just an absolute god at blocking and dodging stuff. And if you can do that, well, the game's going to be trivial, because if you can block and dodge everything, I mean, there's really nothing to it at all. After that, it's just spam sword until enemy dies. Like, it's not that complicated. And the enemies, the weapons, while varied, some weapons are better than others for certain things, but when it comes to an enemy being vulnerable, you generally want to use whatever allows you to hit the enemy the most. And so that tends to be either the sword or the chain and sickle, which you can like swing around. So it's kind of like, you know, it's constant tick damage on the enemy. And I think that may actually be the best DPS in the game. But anyway, so that's just kind of some random rumblings about the game, kind of here at the start. But I'm going to, on Mewgenics, like, I'm just going to, I've done everything on normal that I can do right now, other than 2 side quest items. And to do one of the side quest items, I mean, I could just do it, but it's kind of lame and annoying to have one of my cats just be an enemy that I have to kill every round. So, I mean, it's not really an issue. I can finish the run, no problem. But there's something cool I can do with that item if I get the other item that I need. So I'm kind of waiting on that to show up. But since I've run out of things to do on normal mode, we're going to start up hard mode today. So let me go ahead and set that run up, and then once I get that run going, I'll kind of talk about Adventures of Elliot a little bit more, and what I thought about that game. Kind of been looking at some other people's reviews on YouTube to see what they thought, and looking at their reviews on Steam and other things like that. Like, it's kind of interesting. With a game like this, I figured the reviews would be high at first and then kind of trail off afterwards, but it seems to be going in the opposite direction. Like, the reviews early in were a little bit lower, but they're slowly trending upwards. And I think that's probably because I think if you're somebody like me who really likes this kind of game and I had high expectations for it, you might have been a little bit disappointed with it. But if you're only more of kind of like a passing fan of the genre, or you're not really familiar with this kind of game and you just kind of do a casual playthrough with it, I think you can have a lot of fun with it. I think you can. And the story, while I'll have a fair amount of complaints about that coming up, if you are willing to see it through to the end, it's all right. It's okay. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not sure I'd call it good, but I mean, the last 10 to 20% of the story is fairly good. However, that you have to go through 80% of a very mediocre story to get to 10 or 20% of pretty good is not a good thing. We'll kind of get into why I feel that way against it later, but that's kind of what you've got to go into with this game. And if you're coming in afterwards, you're probably going to hear that the game has multiple endings, and I'll talk a little bit about that. Just be fairly forewarned, I'm going to spoil a decent amount of this game, but it's just it's not quite what I was hoping for from this game. Alright, so I need 4 cats who are moderately competent, because hard mode, while not nearly as hard as impossible, is still hard enough that if you kind of screw around, you could get in trouble. So we need to be somewhat competent in our team building. Can't just entirely wing it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take you, Receivus. Because we gotta use you sooner or later. We'll take you, Hard Die. Dog? You know what, why not? And then I guess maybe I should take 1 cat that looks like it's kind of set up to help keep the run stabilized. Let's see if I've got one actually. Like, Mind Meld is a pretty good thing for that, like just the ability to give an extra turn can usually turn the tide a lot of times. Holy Light's another pretty solid one, just because that's good healing. Let's see. Hadoken's not really doing much. Chosen Warrior is a run changer. This cat's got garbage charisma, though. Picnic, It's nice healing, though. Glare might help in a pinch. Alright, we got some pretty good stuff here. I can just take something. Don't need to worry about accidentally using something valuable. Let's go with... We'll take you, Motto. In the box. Okay, so let's see. 7, 6, 10, and 8. Let's check the vitalities there. You always want to make sure you've got a decent amount of HP before you go out. Okay, Departo. Alright, so we're going to be doing Act 1. And we're going to go through the caves, I guess, because that's just the easiest one. And then we'll do the boneyard next run, whenever that may be. So, no need to... Like, there's no real need for me to do this with every single class and every single run, just because if I'm going to move on from hard to crazy and then crazy to impossible, like, the achievements filter down. So if you get everything for impossible, then it counts as having done it on hard. So it's not really necessary to do everything on hard. Just do enough. Just need to get through once, technically, so that I can open up crazy. But anywho, let's see what we got. I got 2 monks, 2 psychics, 2 clerics. That sounds like a solid base. Let's see, healing bolt. Let's not give you the cleric. Hard dye, refined materials. Might as well make you a thief. Dog. Range attack turns anything that kills enemies. Okay. Dog the monk. Motto. Mind meld. Well, I mean, you're already set up to be one, so I guess we can just go with that. Right, and then, well, Recitus, I wasn't going to make you a cleric, but it looks like it kind of worked out that way, didn't it? This be a better cleric? Let me see, how does this look actually? I think maybe I like that better. This will give the cleric at least one interesting ability. Sometimes the cleric ends up with lame abilities. Alright. And then the Tinkerer can at least upgrade his weapon tech. Nothing else. So I think we're pretty... Yeah, we got a good group here. We can do something with this. Okay, lock it in. And... yeah, we'll give you that.
Nice little bow on top. Meow. Meow. Here comes the sad. Sad. Nice little bow on top.
What is this? Feels familiar, but not sure. Oh well. That's one of the most unique voices I've had on a cat in a while. Oh, that's right. I forgot, like, the update. I forgot the update made it so that you're more likely to get different cat voices. Because, like, the original version of the game, like, you would eventually, most everyone eventually got to the point where, unless you were putting in strays, your voices kind of all went to the same small handful of voices. But since I'm on version 1.1 now, I actually get interesting voices again.
Meow, meow, meow.
Meow, meow, meow. Ooh. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. 2% to 25%, yeah. I couldn't remember the numbers or anything. I just remember seeing it in the notes, so. But it's good that they did it. Although, like, I had such normal cat voices, it's going to be weird hearing, like, different ones again. normal for this game anyway. Let's see. I don't exactly have the best set of equipment here. Well, that's not true. Like, I've got a bunch of nice equipment, I just don't want to use it. Is, I think, a more accurate assessment. Telekinesis. Knockback damage you and your allies deal is doubled. Okay. Reactive armor. Research. Okay. You're going to be heavy into the weapon crafting. Bruise, that's good. Rapid flow. When you switch stances, do a spin attack that hits all adjacent. Oh, you know what? I don't think I've ever seen this before. This is new. Might not be new, but I don't remember that. Oh well. Yay. Something new. Feels like a waste to use those here. Passing Molotov. You talking about voice or like ability? I guess probably voice. Yeah, I haven't. Passing Molotov, I certainly haven't heard. You count as a rock. You can be a rock.
Meow.
Don't need the hunter's cap. Skill stone, no. Ancestor's jaw, don't need that here either. Mind stone, soul claw. We can give somebody the soul claw. We'll give you the soul claw. Why not? I'm gonna keep that cleansed because that might be useful at some point. Flower necklace. I'm gonna give you that and that. And then you can have that.
Nice little bow on top.
Nice little bow on top, he says. I'll give you that. Hoping that you get some kind of magic attacks. But it's a flower set. Enemies have a 10% chance to become entangled when walking through flower tiles. Oh, okay. That's neat. Okay, spider baby. There are times when that would be useful. Like, that's a useful one to have combined with that, that item that makes the enemies revive every turn. But we don't need it. Otherwise... Yeah, I think we can just go with this. I don't think we need anything else here, really. Got 2 bloody razors. Unfortunately, the bloody razor has to be in place of truck stop pills, so I'm just gonna have to let that go. Alright. Well, let's lock it in. Oh. Alright. Well, let's go, boys. The fluffy dudes. Okay, this first battle is the big one. It's always the first one. You get that first one out of the way afterwards, it tends to settle in. Okay, 5, 10. Well, that certainly didn't gain 2 uses. Is 8 the max? I didn't think that was the case. I thought you could make it more than that.
Meow. Meow.
That's a research.
Meow.
And we'll come up here. Buying materials. Craft a weapon. Sure, we'll spawn a death spot. That's quite the voice. Hit you and then hit you again. Zealot and angelic inspiration. Let's throw down some flour mix, and then we'll move over here. And I forget if he'll get 2 just from hitting him. Yes, okay. Very good. Why you kill my death bot? That's not how that's supposed to work. Okay, I guess 8 is just the max then. Never mind. What a lame and boring item.
Meow.
One, two,
Meow.
come over here. We're buying that.
Meow.
What did you make? Tesla cannon. Well, that'd be a lot cooler if I could actually hit something with it.
Nice little bow on top.
Meow.
And come over here and say goodbye. Nice little bow on top. Math. What does math do? Deal 1 damage to a unit for each unique divisor in its current HP value. If its HP was a prime number, stun it. Oh. Destroy your weapon to gain +1 tech and refresh your basic action. Spawn decoy. Spawn a decoy that explodes when it dies. Oh, that's not bad. Ooh. Math seems pretty powerful. Like, spawn decoy I kind of want to try, but yeah. Like, I figure math is probably one of the better abilities in the game. But like, I've had a surprisingly small range of abilities with the Tinkerer so far. Like, even though I've used them a few times, like, there's a lot of stuff that I still haven't seen from the Tinkerer. Like, almost everything here I haven't seen before. Like, discharge I have, but like recycle, spawn, decoy, and math. Like, I've probably seen recycle before, but I know I've never used it. And then spawn decoy, this is the first time. I don't remember seeing this before now. I don't know if it's a new ability or not, but like, this is my first memory of it. Math I've seen in other people's runs, but never my own. Alright. Let's go math.
Meow.
Like, most of my Tinkerers have been very lame. Like, they tend to just turn into, like, weird damage sponges who maybe shock stuff sometimes. Or they split the atom. Like, that's about the range of the Tinkerers I've had so far. Mana on prime numbers. Oof. Well, to be fair, like, the calculator job in Final Fantasy Tactics was also broken. I don't know, maybe they just think people are bad at math. To be fair, most people are. Charm. stream, use and appreciate and follow us closely. Oh, look at that. We've got another cat to send to the organ grinder. Isn't that nice? Oh, it's a kitten. Well, maybe you won't go, actually. I thought it was a regular cat. Ooh. Let's see. Well, first things first. Die, bird. 5, 5, 12, 5, 6, 5. This might be a little bit risky, but... One, 2, 3, 4. Well, yeah, I guess we should get rid of it. Alright, next.
Meow. Meow.
That was fine.
Meow.
12. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And that's 6 damage for that. That's not bad. But we're going to do this instead.
Meow.
I actually kind of want the money. Look at that. You got a job to do.
Meow. Nice little bow on top.
Pow!
Meow. Meow.
Didn't equip myself very well there. I needed to think of a heal. Kamehameha. Something to think about. Meditate. Quick attack. I don't have any way to heal sleep, so I use this a lot too. You know what? Never really used Kamehameha before. Quick attack's kind of interesting. Plus they have bruise too, the ability to use that's not bad, but kind of limited on. 7's pretty expensive for that. Basically 7 points for an extra attack versus 14 damage. willing to take off all of your equipment, I can do 14 extra damage per round. But the hat's kind of useful, so let's go quick attack. Alright. Mama Leech. What does this one do again? After every third spell you cast, you spawn a leech familiar.
Meow.
Seems unlikely.
Meow. Meow.
Potentially. I want to put it on the cleric. Maybe I should just take the flowers off the cleric and put them on the psychic. How you like them flowers? Maybe we'll do that actually.
Meow. Meow.
And let's go. Oof. Plus 2 damage. Okay, that's not that bad. Okay, you come here. Do this. Then this.
Meow.
Research. Refine materials. Craft the crossbow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Switch. Oh. Gotta be careful about that. Let's heal you. Then just cast Zealot on yourself. And right. Okay,
Meow.
let's go ahead and shoot you. at 60, so if we use math, that'll do a pretty good amount of damage.
Meow.
I must have missed where it said it was electrical damage. That wasn't what I expected to happen there. Let's see, lob shot you.
Meow.
And we'll lob shot you.
Meow.
And quick attack.
Meow.
Let's finish off Maisie, I guess. We'll call you. And everybody's gonna run away. I can't reach you. Oh, I can't do this though. Emergency, holy weapon, revive benediction. Not really expecting to die. Collect a coin pickup, gain 1 coin. Find an extra coin at the end of each battle. Alright, so now we get 1 elite and 2 champions per battle. I take that back, we get 1 elite and all champions. What are you? 3 hit res, 3 health regen, and 20 on the field max health. Alright.
Meow.
Okay, research.
Meow.
Craft a weapon. Stun gun him.
Meow.
Well, that was gonna happen.
Meow.
Guess I didn't need to stun gun him at all. Rune, switch stance. Let's just get rid of you. Soul Claw. Alright, let's come over here and use telekinesis on you. Use it again. There, we're gonna pull you.
Meow.
Just craft that yourself. Ah, yes. Okay. You have 6, so. So that is a light attack. important to know. Minecraft, complete magic weakness to on all units in your line of sight. Don't need that. Reset, extra turn. There's utility for that, it just doesn't come to mind at the moment. Oh, nothing I was hoping for. I guess we'll go with reset. Hoping for at least some kind of magic attack spell. Hit cheese. Give that to you.
Meow.
Hard to experience is existential dread. I forget if this is fear or if that does something on the next fight. Couldn't say. Okay, we got elite little rat. One less damage, one less turn per round, 50% health and damage. So that means you only get one turn. So you're actually really not that dangerous. I think the 8 looks kind of scary, but it's really not. Really good guys. Dangerous ones. Do some tech. And we got a bomb. It's got a bomb! One. And I guess that's it. Bye bye, kitten.
Meow. Meow.
Nice little bow on top.
Put next to your birds. And then we'll switch stance. And melee. No. Mental Storm, power up, enemy death boon. Gain plus 1 charge when you cast a spell, power up when you gain excess melee, gain plus 1 magic damage, plus 1 intelligence. Excess mana is going to be hard to get. Mini-me or mental storm? Here we go with mental storm. Nobody really needs a witch's eye. Examine, bash, or kiss. Okay, got a bunch of maggots. Feathered cap, that's nice. AAA battery. Whenever you cast 3 spells, gain +3 charge. Eh. Nail board, a wide melee attack? Not really. Okay, it's got rare candy. Ranged medic. Your basic attack is a ranged lava attack that heals allies and damages enemies. Not really. Study. Gain 1 intelligence whenever you hit a new type of unit with an attack ability. Small enemies won't attack you. When you end your turn, you and your allies heal 2 HP and 2 mana. This blessing is lost when you cast a spell. Well. Yeah. And then feathered cap. Alright, what are we up against? Queen Hippo. Oh, you got depression. Oh, God. Oh, annoying. Okay. To move up here. Telekinesis.
By the tail, the tastier than snail.
A little bit out of range. Okay, so let's research.
All of my nights, I'm chasing rats. Chasing the rats. All of my days, I'm taking naps. Where is that? And in my dreams, I'm the king of cats. He's the king of cats.
Okay, let's refine those materials. And we're going to craft a weapon. The biggest stick.
Chasing rats. Chasing the rats. All of my days, I'm taking naps.
Biggest stickus.
Dreams, I'm the king of cats.
Okay. Use healing if anyone.
There will be nowhere to hide. Bones littered at my feet.
I think we're good.
All I've got is rats to eat.
Nice little bow on top.
At his feet. I'm not the cat you want me. He's a bad, bad kitty. A bad, bad kitty. What's your business on my street? You better believe.
Bruise you up a little bit.
Put 'em in a fryer, stick 'em on a grill. A couple slices of bread, stuff a rat in the middle. If you're not too finicky, I'll make a fricassee. For you and me, babe. Eating rats, yeah.
That's telekinesis you out of the way. Cycle for you one time, and then we'll telekinesis you back in.
In this alley, I'm the king.
Meow.
He's the king. Smell like salmon and
onion rings.
Got no time for
Ah,
fancy
88. This should hit for a decent amount.
chasing rats when my belly sings
Meow.
like a
And
hobo bride
strike.
cloud.
Meow.
Tetanus shoots from my claws into you, out of me, into you, out of me.
Oh, fine. That'll do it.
Tasty legs and crispy thighs.
So,
I'm so hungry now,
so-
I'm gonna chase 'em, grab 'em, fry 'em.
back out. And then push him right back out. And one more time for the measure.
Dumpster or an alley. Shake, shake, shake 'em and bake 'em. Shake, shake, shake 'em and bake 'em. Grab 'em by the tail, they're tastier than snails.
Did that a little bit out of order, but whatever.
I'm chasing rats. Chasing the rats. All of my days I'm taking naps. Where is that? And in my dreams I'm the king of cats. The king of cats.
That's good enough.
All of my nights I'm chasing rats. All of my days I'm taking naps. Where is that?
Meow.
Bones littered at my feet. All I've got is rats to eat. Bones at his feet. I'm not the cat you wanna meet. He's a bad, bad kitty. A bad, bad kitty. What's your business on my street? Put 'em in a fryer, stick 'em on a griddle. A couple slices of bread, stuff a rat in the middle. If you're not too finicky, I'll make a crazy. For you and me, babe. Eating rats,
Ow. Ow. Jerk ass.
Alley, I'm the king. He's the king. Smell like salmon and onion rings. Got no time for fancy things.
Meow.
Chasing rats when my belly sings. Like a hobo bride
Oh,
Meow.
shoots from my
paying enough
claws.
attention there.
Into you, out of me. Into you, out of me.
Thought I could get there. Did that.
Meow.
Chase 'em, grab 'em.
Explosions are larger and deal plus 3 damage. Plus 3 blast resistance. You can use your weapon an additional time each turn. That guaranteed bombs. This would be pretty nice, but I do not. So we'll go robot arms.
Meow.
I got a teat. Give an adjacent unit plus 1 health regen. Another cap. We're giving that to you. Okay, to the sewers we go. Give me a second. All right. Okay, so as we continue, I'm just going to kind of discuss some random things here and there about like Adventures Valley and a couple other things. So, on the thread of Adventures Valley, like I would like to do like a proper review of it, but then I thought about it, and to do a proper review of it, I'd need probably video of my playthroughs. Now the thing is, like, I don't record any of my playthroughs because I don't really have the hard drive or CPU capacity to kind of do it at the same time as streaming with the way things I've got set up are right now. And the honest truth is, like, I'd really like to buy a new computer right now, but well, I procrastinated myself right into a snake bit on that one. I really should have gotten a new computer a year ago. I should have started streaming a year ago. And then I would have gotten a new computer. But well, that's just the way it is. Too late to be disappointed about it now. Okay, let's get rid of the U and the U. Screw these. Okay, the maggots are actually kind of in the way now. So we're gonna do this. No point in throwing it in the water because it won't hit anything. So, next, come over here. Telekinesis in. Do it again. And you're going to pull him into him. And then you're going to telekinesis him back into him. And now it's just you, fetus man. Let's push you out of the water. Let's research twice. Craft a weapon. This ended up being a nail board. We are going to move up here. Switch stance. Quick, kind of like Bruce. Then quick attack up here. And then get you 2 more lob shots to pile up that bruise. And then maggots are just going to waste my time. And then my clear comes over here and actually, I'd like to come over here and heal you, but I guess the auto heal will have to do. Get this turnabout. Oh, that's not too bad. Self-assured. Yeah. Enemy's not bad. Except this is more annoying than anything, honestly. Okay, turnabout it is. It's going to be a problem on the spider. Oh my. Oh god. Let's kiss it. Feels like I dodged a bullet. Anyway, getting back to what I was talking about. Really kind of want a new computer because this 2019 iMac, while not bad, is starting to show its age. And I do need actually more storage, and that's also a problem right now. Like I understood that like solid state storage was going to get expensive, but I didn't anticipate just like regular HDDs also getting expensive at the same time. That was a little bit of a surprise. Now at least, you know, like they're not astronomically expensive, but they're way more than I would like to pay. Like that, I'm confident the prices are going to come back down to something reasonable in the near future. Memory, though, I'm not so sure. By memory, I mean RAM. So I was one of those people who was also kind of looking forward to the Steam box when they announced it. And then they announced that it's going to be $1,000 for 512 gigabytes. So that became a hard pass for me, unfortunately. As much as I would have liked to have gotten one. I imagine there will be some people who buy them. But I kind of wonder who is going to buy one, because like a lot of people have been doing the same thing they did when it first got announced, which is trying to build either something equivalent and see how much it costs, or try to see the best thing that they can build at the same price. And crazy as things are, you can still build something that is significantly more powerful than the Steam box for the same price as the lower end version. Or you can build something equivalent for cheaper. So then I kind of have to wonder, like, who... Well, if the thing had cost $750 like they were originally intended, you'd still kind of have the same issue, but I think that would have been a price that more people would have been willing to pay. Like, even me, myself, I might have been willing to pay that just because it would allow me to offload the gaming compute off of this computer onto that, and then I could maybe just use this computer just purely for recording. And that would have solved a lot of my problems.
Meow.
At the current price, I don't think it's worth it. Kind of wonder how well they're going to sell. Like, I wonder if they're just going to sell out that initial stock they have and then just kind of pretend it doesn't exist. It's like, oh, it's sold out. Well, you know, we'll let you know when we've got more in the future, and then they just never make any more. I could see that happening.
Meow. Meow.
I don't know. Like, I feel kind of bad for them. Like, I'm not like a huge Steam file or anything like that. Like, I appreciate everything Valve does for the industry, but like, honestly, like, I always kind of viewed Valve as like the PC equivalent of a console or like a platform, and the games that used to be on it, like years back, like it felt like there was a distinct difference between the games that were on Steam versus the games you could find on like a PlayStation, and then the games you could find on a Nintendo system. There was a lot of overlap with Xbox, and I think over time that kind of hurt Xbox, in addition to everything else that they've done over the last few years. It's been kind of dumb, but Steam wasn't ever really anything I concerned myself with because most of the stuff on there wasn't stuff I was ever really interested in playing. And then maybe there was some cross-platform stuff with the PlayStation, but there's never really any motivation for me to go to Steam because, well, I didn't have a Windows PC. And if I can get it on the PlayStation and it'll be a physical disc, then there's no real upside for me getting on Steam other than maybe it'll be cheaper. And then fast forward to today, and what,
Nice little bow.
you know, in the past, most people would always talk about how cheap Steam was, but don't really hear that as much anymore. And that's because compared to like the PlayStation Network sales and other platform sales, like they're really not anymore. Like prices have kind of leveled off, where you're not really saving money by getting it on Steam anymore. In some cases, you may even be paying more. Now, to be fair, Steam doesn't charge you for online access. This is something that you should always figure into your costs when you're doing anything, is ongoing costs, reoccurring costs. So like with the PlayStation, you have the PlayStation Network subscription fees, which are absolutely wild in the US. Like in Japan, they're still relatively cheap. I think it's only 6,800 yen a year in Japan, which means it's about $40, 45 bucks US, which is pretty reasonable. I bought like 4 or 5 years worth 4 or 5 years ago because it went on sale for like 3,800 yen for a year or something like that. It was really cheap. I should have bought like another 3 or 4 years on top of what I bought. Like I feel bad about having not done it now. Could have saved so much money. It wasn't like I was hurting for the money back then. I could have just bought it. But I was like, it's enough. They'll go on sale again. And look where we are. It hasn't really ever gone on sale again, and it's gotten a lot more expensive. Lessons learned. Inflation is a hell of a thing. Let's see. Quick attack. Hit you again. But anyway, kind of moving back to what I was talking about earlier. So the Steam box got announced, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll get when it comes out. And then they showed the price this week, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm not getting one of those. Man, the PlayStation 3 looks downright reasonable right now. Like a PS5, or not PS3, PS5, I mean. The PS5 Pro, especially compared to that machine, looks extremely reasonable. Since it performs much better. That was what I was kind of surprised about. I thought that the Steam box would be a little bit more competitive with the PlayStation than they did the side-by-side comparisons that came out this week and kept losing. Which I was a little bit surprised at. PC Master Race, everyone. I kid, but no, I was always kind of happy that the PC markets and the console markets were separate, because I have always felt like they were very distinct styles of games, and it's part of the reason why I was very displeased when Microsoft got into the market with the Xbox, especially with the way they were making it, because they did exactly what I was afraid they were going to do, and they pulled the console market towards the PC style, whereas I felt like the consoles really shouldn't have gone that way. I think they should have tried to stay focused on single player experiences, you know, couch co-op, that kind of thing. Now, obviously, there's a lot of money to be had in online games, so I can understand why the consoles kind of went there, but I think a lot of the reason that everything feels kind of samey right now is specifically because all the consoles started emulating PCs rather than the way it was before. And like the PlayStation 3 was the last PlayStation that was rather distinct from a PC, even though it had a lot of PC qualities, like it had a web browser. You could run Linux on it. Remember that, everyone? You could actually run Linux on a PS2. If you remember. I have the kit for it. You could buy it from Sony. They sold, I forget what they were called. They sold dev kits for the PS2 late in its life cycle. It came with a network adapter too, that they eventually sold separately, and then you could use that to play SOCOM online. My brother did that. I never did. I never played anything online on PS2, but my brother played SOCOM. Some. But anyway, I always felt like consoles needed to be very different from PCs in order to keep innovating. Like the Switch, like I appreciate what the Switch is, because the Switch is like, even though it's kind of a handheld console hybrid, like it was an innovation on not just like the hardware, on not on the, you know, polygon pushing or, you know, CPU speed side, but also in like the interface side, which I always felt like was the one of the big charm points of consoles, was that you weren't just getting, you know, a bigger, faster version of the thing you already had, but you were getting something that was qualitatively different in interface than what you had previously. And like with the PlayStation 3, I mean, like, was there a huge difference between the PS2 and the PS3? I mean, the 6-axis controls, okay. And then you had, what else was it? No, Blu-ray disc was big. Blu-ray disc was really big, and it wasn't necessarily a game feature, but it did allow games to be much bigger, especially compared to HD DVD. And then it came with a hard disk on it. Now, that wasn't an innovation so much because the Xbox did that, and that was one of the things that kind of pulled it more towards being a PC. But, I mean, having the hard disk on there allowed for saves to be a complete afterthought. Like, it got rid of the whole memory card necessity. It was completely backwards compatible and had all of those different hard slots on the front end of it. If you had like an original fat PS3, like those are a god machine. I love those things. Those things were great. It's a shame that they kind of burned out after about 3 to 5 years for a lot of people. Earlier, like I had one burn out in its first year. I had to send it in for under warranty, get it repaired. I actually had to send it. I went home to the US, brought it back to Japan, played it for a month. There was something wrong with the fan or something on it, and it ended up like the whole thing just ended up burning out. And so I had to send it back to the US to get it repaired under warranty. And then it came back to me. After what, I mean, like what, it cost me $150 to get it repaired just because of delivery fees and everything. So it wasn't free at all. You had to go from Japan to the US and the US back to Japan. That kind of sucked. But I mean, otherwise, I mean, it had PS2 hardware inside of it. Like, you want to talk about emulation? It wasn't even emulation. It was just literally PS2 plus a PS3.
Nice little bow on top.
You won't see anybody do that anymore. Like, that's the thing that I want Sony to release, is the God PS. In other words, just a machine that will play PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 discs. All in one machine. Put the memory card slots on it, and like, you can charge a premium price for it. Like, if it was like $1,500 or something like that, that's fine. I'd probably still buy it. can't have nice things anymore. There's too much money to be made, sadly. So, as much of a successful product as I think that could potentially be, it will never, ever, 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 ever get made. Like, it's really hard to understate how disastrous Sony moving their PlayStation offices to California has been. And like most people look at it from the political angle, I look at it from the engineering angle in a lot of ways. Like make no mistake, like Sony's done a really good job of giving people a lot of bang for their buck with the PlayStation 4 and the PlayStation 5 in terms of how much power they got out of it, like efficiencies and speed and things like that, making it pretty easy to develop for and keeping the costs down too. Like, he's done a really good job with that. Like, if I have a complaint about what he's done, though, is like there hasn't really been any innovation with the PlayStation since the PlayStation 3. All the PS4 and PS5 are is like more powerful versions in terms of, you know, just like pushing polygons and that kind of thing. Now, like, loading times disappearing was very nice, but I mean, the thing is, like, back on the Super Nintendo and Nintendo days, loading times weren't really a thing then either. So it's not like that was a brand new innovation. It's just that that was something that we hadn't really had on disc-based games, 3D games. When I say disc, I mean 3D, optical disc, CD, DVD, that kind of thing. Heavily 3D games. So, like, managing to get that down, that was nice. Like, it is nice not having loaded times. It's not like loading times are completely non-existent, but they are mostly gone. But
Here comes the sad.
I mean, for everything that people complain about with the PS3, at the end of the day, it's a pretty impressive piece of hardware for what it was. And if nothing else, like, don't discount the value of having innovation in the CPU and GPU space. I mean, because look at it now. Now you've got a situation where it was just NVIDIA and AMD, and if NVIDIA basically decided that they didn't care about making GPUs anymore, oh no. Okay, well, then who's going to make your GPUs now? And this is kind of a situation that the gaming market is finding itself in right now. So I always appreciated what Sony did with the PlayStations up to the PS3. The thing is, with patents like that, and this is kind of like the Nintendo patent with Pal World, I think a lot of the patents like that, if somebody was willing to take the time to go to court with them over it, could probably get overturned. But most people don't want to spend the money and deal with the hassle. Which is understandable. I mean, people talk about like the Nemesis system with EA, I think, they made for that Lord of the Rings game many years ago, and then they patented that so no one else can use it. And most of these game systems, like I almost guarantee you, that's the thing, like the Pal World result, like I think that probably a stepping stone to getting that one overturned. Like most of these game systems, you're patenting an idea that's not an original idea. Not only that, you're generally patenting a representation of an idea that's already ubiquitous to the point where anybody else could have potentially thought of it, even if you technically made it first. Like, the idea of patents was to protect innovation by, you know, not discouraging it because you come up with an idea and then somebody just steals it. And then what was the point of you coming up with the idea? Like, somebody with more money can just basically take it from you and then monetize it because they've got more capital and a faster ability to develop it than you do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an understandable use for patents there. But what the patent system was not meant to do was to take blatantly obvious ideas and lock them behind a wall so that nobody can do anything. Right. Patent law in the U.S. is one of the things that probably needs the most reform of anything, and like part of the reason it does is because too much of patent law is written by people who don't understand the development process or anymore, modern technology. But I would say probably like the number of years that a patent is effective and then your ability to renew patents and things like that, most of that needs to be shortened.
Meow.
$120. All right, that is a prime candidate for math.
Meow. Meow.
Okay, that is not cool that those two things are champions.
Wrapped it all up.
Hit Perez and oh, no, wait. I hate that I've got. Let's see. What do I care about these maggots? The maggots haven't done anything. That is fine. That is fine. Okay. Mind meld. Mind meld. What am I going to do actually? Let's come down here. One. Turn on Bruce. That was stupid. It was even dumber to use it after that. Maybe this I had any kind of magic damage. Any at all.
Meow.
Okay, let's do this. Hit you. Hit you again. We're gonna throw this at you. Then we're going to research.
Meow.
Research again.
Meow.
Craft a weapon. It's going to be a death bot, which is not what I wanted. We're going to do that. The turn. Okay, Bruce. Stance switcher. Punch you. Punch you again. Quick attack. Here. Murder. Something caught on fire. Okay, let's see. Line Bellevue. We're gonna hit you and then soul claw you. Actually, soul claw you. Up here. And then we're going to quick attack here. Finish you. Move over here. Let's stance. Hit you. Hit you. Alright. But, getting back to PlayStation. I kind of forget where this conversation started, but we'll just continue from where it was anyway. I tend to ramble like this. Like, I'm kind of hoping to, like, I know what the PS6 is probably going to be, which is just another PS5, which is a little bit, well, not a little, well, I don't know how much. It's going to be stronger than a PS5, but not so much that it feels like a generational leap, but it'll feel a lot better than a PS4. Hopefully, it will be backwards compatible with everything through the PS4. And it would be nice if Sony would have the decency to put emulation for PS3 on there. Now, PS2 and PS1, like, PS1, they could probably put in the stuff to run run PS1 and PS2 games into a PS6 if they wanted to. And this kind of gets back to like that Ultra PlayStation I was talking about. Like, they could make a PlayStation 6 that plays every single PlayStation game ever made if they wanted to, aside from a few. Like, I think they might have trouble with emulation on some PS2 and PS3 games, just because they were developed kind of weird. And especially because the architectures were non-standard. Intelligence.
Meow.
But, I mean, honestly, I'd be happy if, I would like to see the PS6 just come out a couple of years from now and give the PS5 time to get cheaper, hopefully cheaper enough to where kids can buy one. It really bugs me that consoles are now so expensive that they don't feel like appropriate as a birthday gift for like somebody from 5 to 10 years old. Like, that's how most people my age got into console, to like games, period. Because like when I was a kid, a PC was still like a really expensive thing, and most people didn't have one in their home. You know, like some people did, like especially if they had a job that used them. But like my dad worked in computers, and we didn't get like a computer in our house until it was me, I think, until I got one for college, I think. That was the first one. I got one around then. And then I forget when my brother got a PC. I think he got one after me. He might have gotten one before me, but I don't think so. I think back then, I don't think his university required them, but mine did, because mine was a technical university. Like, you had, like, it was a hard requirement to have a computer. Like, when my brother started, the internet really wasn't a big thing yet. Gobbler. Would I rather put the Gobbler on you and just give up on Mama Leech? I mean, I don't need these. I feel like they're more in the way than anything. Shoe polish can be really good if you've got the right weapon. Yeah, we'll give you the Gobbler. You can be slower. Right. Slimy hat. I'm gonna put that on you. No. No, I do not. But it's kind of heartbreaking that consoles have actually gotten more expensive this generation because it's getting farther away from. I think by the end, I don't know if the PS3 ever got down to $100, but I think it got down to $150 by the end, didn't it? And that thing started at $600. Now, to be fair, like taking the PS2 hardware out of it did significantly reduce the cost. I mean, taking the PS2 hardware out at the start, they could have probably sold it for $500 at the start. But if we're gonna pinch pennies there, I mean, the Blu-ray drive was by far the most expensive thing in it. And they were paying out the nose to sell those at a loss at the start so that they could try to get Blu-ray into homes. And it worked. Didn't work as well as it did for DVD just because downloading kind of undercut them. But I'm glad they did it. Like, their push for doing that is why physical is still a thing. Like, if Blu-ray hadn't caught on, like, physical games might already be dead. They're still hanging on, and hopefully they'll hang on for at least another generation. I'm hoping they hang on for forever, but the current market headwinds are towards taking away ownership from everyone and trying to turn everyone into renters. Because as the old quote from I think it was a pharmaceutical investor, where there was some kind of investors meeting or something, and somebody posted the question of, is curing diseases a long-term profitable strategy? And that tells you all you need to know about modern business. Yeah, I think it might have been Goldman Sachs. I can't remember who it was. I just know I've seen it. And it was a real thing. Like, this was a real thing. It was like a real discussion that was had. And that attitude is more reflective of modern business culture than most people want to admit. And it's why everything's getting worse. But, I mean, there's a lot of drivers before. Like, I talked about it before, where part of the drivers behind why business is getting so predatory and bad is the requirement to constantly chase higher profits means that eventually innovation becomes counterproductive in the eyes of business people. And you push yourself to the point where the best way to increase profits is not by making new stuff, because making new stuff is risky and costs money. And there's no guarantee you're going to make your investment back. But you know what you can do to make more money is take everything you've got and make it either cheaper or more profitable in one way or another. Oh, Lord. This is going to be bad. Oh, Moses. I'm glad you were here, Rositas, but I am afraid that you might not be enough. Let's see. Mind meld. Who should I mind meld? I actually wish you were coming later. I really wish you were coming later. We're going to mind meld you, because I need to. I'm going to heal. There's nowhere to hide, and you guys have got 2 movement range. And you got 3 movement. That's fucking unreal. Shit. Oh my god, this is bad.
No.
Oh man, I think I might be fucked. I really think I might be fucked. No. The best I can do is the psychic has the ability to knock them back 10 tiles, but because the psychic is going before either one of them go once, it doesn't really help. Yeah, but oh man. This is bad. There's nothing else I can do with you.
Nice little bow on top.
Jesus, this is bad. And then he's gaining. He's getting stronger. He's going to be able to move more every time I use this spell, too. Oh my god, this is so bad. And if I move up there, I move in range. Oh, I'm so fucked. Okay, I'm going to at least attack you, though.
Yeah.
I am mega fucked. Oh, but the thing is, like, every time I use telekinesis, he's up to 4 range now. Oh, Jesus, this is bad. Oh, boy.
Meow.
Alright, because he's already in range at this point, so what difference does he move? He's like 3 or 300. He's going to get to someone. Need to stay out of range of the other shark.
Meow.
One, two, that's at least he's tangled. Yep, no dice on that. I guess we better just come up here and... research.
Meow.
Find materials.
Meow.
God. kill it.
Nice little bow on top.
Oh, that's not. Ah, damn it. Bye bye.
Meow. 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 Meow.
Meow.
If I had that to do over again, the correct play was actually to just stay on the back wall and hope the flowers entangled them. Oh well, let's see. What is the best thing to do with you? Since there's only two of you. Extra attack is probably not as valuable as the ability to stay alive, especially since I don't have any healing now either. That sucks. I guess I'm gonna get a new cat here.
Meow.
Meowza. Meow. Meow. Meow.
Ugh, that really sucked. Oh, damn it. I didn't even notice those. Shit.
Meow. Meow.
Meow, 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 meow. Meowza.
Anywho, getting back to sort of what we were talking about. So I kind of started out with talking about like me wanting a new computer. Then we kind of got sidetracked with consoles. Like, long story short, I don't think any new consoles are coming out until like 2028 at the earliest. Like, I think that if you're Sony and Microsoft, you're going to look at how people have reacted to Valve's machine, and you should realize, if you have any sense, that if you release a console that costs $1,000, you might as well not release it. Yeah, you might sell out the first initial few $100,000, but then you're gonna fall off a cliff. It'll be like the PS3 was initially, where it sold gangbusters right at launch, and then it was like dead in the water until they brought the price down. The only thing that really moved PS3s early on was actually the fact that it was the cheapest Blu-ray, the cheapest and best Blu-ray available, Blu-ray player available on the market at the time. If it didn't have that going for it, like, that really would have been a disastrous launch for them. Like, PlayStation might not even be around anymore. Stupid cartoon trap stole my bird. Let's see. Spitball you. Let's move over. Where's your side? Move up here. Throw this at you. Damn. Okay, now we're gonna research. Weapon. Then we got a submachine gun. So get wrecked. Give him a hit. There you go. Good boy. Wow, that was way easier than the last battle.
Meow.
What should we do? Resource Forge would be nice if I had some kind of ability to get wet. Rocket Ride sucks without something to negate those explosions. Fully heal a familiar and give it all stats up. You need a familiar first. Well, I guess I craft death bots every now and then. Maybe I should just get that. The Rocket Ride seems real risky, especially since I don't have the ability to put magic weakness on anyone anymore. Get me out of a pinch, though. Yeah, take fresh off the forge, actually. That's gonna help keep me alive.
Meow.
Oh, just regular cheese. That's actually pretty good. But unfortunately, I can't equip it on you. I can't equip it on you, though.
Meowza.
I can't equip it on you. like, it just concerns me that gaming seems to be throwing away the current younger generation of children. Like, it's part of it's a little bit of a double-edged sword with this, because I don't want the industry to get smaller, because if the industry gets smaller, you're not going to be able to get like some of the really incredible games that you sometimes get. But at the same time, a lot of detritus needs to be kicked out of the industry permanently. Mostly the business types, but they're not the only ones. The people that are in the industry for purposes other than making video games all need to get the fuck out. And I understand the argument is like, oh, you don't want to play like old Super Nintendo level games ever for the rest of your life, do you? Well, I don't know. I mean, if they're good, I still play Super Nintendo games now because they're better than a lot of the stuff that comes out today. Let's see. Like, me and normie gaming have never really mixed. Like, I don't really play Call of Duty, Fortnite. Like, if you see a game that sold probably 50 million copies, I've probably never played it. I think Elden Ring might be the game that sold the most copies that I've ever played. And that's only because Elden Ring started out as a non-mainstream title. And that is the case, and then the mainstream latched onto it afterwards. Kind of like Monster Hunter. And now Monster Hunter is in trouble because of that. Let's see, what a party. Immune to stuns. Well, lucky for me, that doesn't really matter at all. Can I kill that thing? No. Alright, well. No, actually, no, I need the monk to kill that. Shh. Alright, we're stuck. Should have just held off on Bruce, but we're committed. Okay, let's see. What should I do? Let's go for it. We'll do fresh off the boards on the next one. Oh, slingshot's nice. How far will this shoot? Let's just shoot across the whole screen. Perfect. We're gonna run. Find that. Find that. Wait it out. Okay, jeez. Come up here, whack him in the butthole, and hop out of there. Hippity hop. Very good for us. Push off the forge. 207. That is a multiple of 3. It's also a multiple of 9. Divide it by 3 and you get 60. 69. Nice. Anyway, divides into 23, which is prime. Divide it by 9, and you get... Wait, does it divide by 9? Yeah, it does. 23, which is prime. It's not doing too much damage. And I can't stun him with it either, so it's probably not worth it. Alright, let's do this. Put one in your eye, put another one in your eye. Fresh off the board. Throw that at him. Move over here into the water. Get that burn off. We're gonna craft the weapon. And it's a submachine gun. Well, unfortunately, you're not positioned properly, so I have to wait. But you got Bruise, which is really going to play in our favor. Okay. Oh, why didn't I do that? I'm dumb. I are dumb. Let's see. Then you run here and grab that. And then we're gonna do this. Scout you up. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Do it again. Da-da-da-da-da. Imagine if I had 3 more brews on. No, research. And we just kind of move over here. Wait.
Nice little bow on top.
Bruise. Quick attack over here. And lob shot. And lob shot. And get the hell out of there. Pop in. He's whack him in the face. Run out. That's perfectly acceptable. So now, go back behind him. And then we're gonna go. I thought he'd die. Aw. Not quite. Let's see. Research. 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 Craft weapon. Sure, why not? Since I can't take it to the next stage anyway.
Nice little bow on top.
Charged Spirit Bomb is a little bit tempting. perfect form isn't without its uses. Charge Spirit Bomb. Can I make that work? I mean, if I dump the Tinkerer's mana into it, I can power it up fairly quickly, but then the Tinkerer just kind of becomes useless. And his ability to develop level 4 weapons might be what's going to allow me to survive. So, perhaps the best thing to do. It's perfect form. It ties in with Rapid Flow, and I do get +1 shield. It's more expensive than a Neil. And if I don't care about the switching stances thing, then a Neil's a better deal. Yeah, probably better go with a Neil. I don't think I can charge Spirit Bomb enough to make it worth it. I'm better off hoping I get a rocket launcher, honestly. Let's go with a Neil. No, it's probably not a bad idea for you to just spawn Bleach Familiars. Just gives the enemy something to aim at. Don't need that. Man, I could use some face wear. Okay, to the caves we go. If I lose this run, it'll be the first run I have lost since, failing that jar quest. Yeah, since I got killed by that, champion gatekeeper. That'll be the first time I've lost since then. Alright, let's go. Neil. Bruce. Move here. God. Damn it. Oops. No, not yet.
Nice little bow on top.
Let's see. I don't want to get rid of these guys because they're annoying. Bruise. Heal. Now we deal with you. This is the most efficient place to stand. Do this. And this. Where this at? You. Then we're gonna research. Craft weapon. Shotgun. Shotgun. Alright. Cheese it. Whack it. Pop. And bop it. Alright. I missed where he went. This in? No. Throw that at you. Research. Craft crossbow. And we'll wait it out. And that cheese. And come up here. And you're gonna hop. And hop back.
Nice little bow on top.
Heal, quick attack. Oops. Bye bye, asshole. Oh wait, there's one more of these jokers around here.
Wow.
Oh, I guessed right.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Yay!
Nice little bow on top.
Okay. Quick attack plus gives me more attacks. Anneal plus. If you pair that with a 1-cost spell would be great, but I don't have one. Bruise plus is good if I can use it twice. Like I'd be using it in place of quick attack plus, or quick attack. I think we should probably go with Bruise just because Bruise will pair up with the Tinkerer and allow him to do more damage. Find another way. Uh-oh. Eat it. An acceptable result.
Wrapped it all up.
Anywho, I guess let's kind of get back to what I was discussing. Let's kind of wrap this all back around. Like this started out with the idea that I wanted a new computer because I wanted to be able to record my streams onto my computer. Like I might be able to download them from Twitch. I can't remember what quality I can download them at, but I could potentially use those for that if I needed to make a YouTube video, I think. But there's only a 2-week limit on the stream, so like I gotta download them quick, and I need the storage space still. But alright, cool. I would like to start making review videos for some of these games I've played. And part of the reason I probably need to do a video rather than just kind of talk about it is because, as this conversation has demonstrated, I can get sidetracked pretty easily. And then I end up talking about something entirely different than what I was talking about in the first place. You son of a bitch. Dance switch on you ass. That's what you deserve, asshole. Let's see. I'll leave that there for a while, just because I don't have any other way to heal, quite frankly. Okay, so you come over here. Craft weapon. Yay, it was a bomb. That'll kill you. Okay. And we're just gonna end the turn. Okay, use cheese. Go over here and hit this guy. Because, like, The Adventures of Elliot, I got a lot of thoughts on that game, and I got enough thoughts to the point that it's kind of hard to put it all into a coherent form, just speaking off the cuff. So, what do you do in that case? Well, you make a video. If you had the ability to do that. Okay, I'm probably seriously going to have to buy like a hard disk. I actually have a 2 terabyte hard disk here that I'm not using much. Like it's got, but I was using that as a backup disk for my PS4. Like my PS4 kind of ran out of space, so like I moved some stuff onto that. But I think I can actually probably just get rid of everything that's on it. I have to look what's on it then. I don't remember what's on it anymore. Should be able to plug it into the PS5 and see what's on it. It's mostly garbage. I guess I can just reformat it and use it as a extra storage for this computer. But then the next problem becomes, well, how am I going to get the videos? And like I said, if I can download it from Twitch, that's not that big of a deal. But if I can't, then I have to record it locally, and that's a CPU problem at that point. And it's Doshio. What are you gonna do? Alright, here's... We're going to quick good. In fact, what do these things do? Outranged attack destroys equipment. How lovely. I guess we should get rid of your ass then. That worked. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. come up here. Throw that at you. Fuck you. And then it's research 3 times. Build a weapon. Got a rifle. Adios. Yeah, rifle's nice. Okay, you. Actually, you've got enough HP. Oh, damnation. Alright. So you've got enough HP where I don't need to worry about healing you before I finish the battle, but luckily I can just shoot from here. This is the first time I've ever had the rifle. Other than the last round where I had it. But this run is the first time I've ever had the rifle. Fine materials plus. +1 tech, +1 shield, and +1 to a random stat. That's a pretty good trade-off. I don't really need the coins anymore. Or I could go research plus, which will save me in the long run. Fresh off the forge allows me to put shield on an adjacent unit. But the burn is still a problem. Math plus, deal 1 damage to a unit for each unique divisor. If its HP was a prime number, stun it and gain +1 tech. It's kind of interesting. This is basically research plus damage. But it's sort of useful in the next battle because I can probably use it on the spiders. The smaller ones. The next boss battle. Or I can go research plus and then keep my tech up without having to worry about my mana as much, which will allow me to use everything else more anyway. Alright, we're gonna go research plus.
Meow.
Refined materials plus has potential if I make it to the Throbbing King, but that's a big if right now. Oh man, why did it have to be a hat? I need face wear. I've gotten 0 face wear this run. I'd rather have you get a mobile. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the slimy hat. Like the mobile one really kind of bailed me out in the Boris fight. Like I could see that being useful. Open, examine, ignore. Hey, coin. Not bad. Okay. Who is this? Ah, the big slime, that's right. Wonder how bad this is going to be. You've got a lot of speed there. Okay. Let's go Bruise. Anil. Switch stances. Lob shot you twice. And then you get over here where he can't actually reach us. Get rich. Get wrecked. Biatch. Why don't you get in the water and go ahead and put on some shield? Use cheese and then you come over here and hide. Wow, that hurt pretty bad. Okay, Bruise. Let's put them back here. Can't switch. Melee. Melee. Anil. Get back out. Let's see. So let's go ahead and throw that at you. Wow. That was a lot of damage. Okay, research. 1, 2, 3. Craft weapon. Submachine gun. Not what I was hoping for. But we can make it work. What do I want to do actually? Spend refined materials. I get my heck up. Probably let's put you in a corner so you can't get surrounded here, and then we're going to do let her rip. Okay, our melee. Pop out. Okay. Be careful here. Otherwise I'm gonna have a deadlock. There's us. Sting the switcher. Get that. Grab that. Okay, so craft a new weapon. Oh damn. Oh, damn it. I assume that was worth it. hit him. You hop over here into the corner. And pray that you live, buddy. Oh, I guess I can maybe do this actually. Yep. I was afraid of that.
Nice little bow on top.
Alright, let's come down here. Let's need a switch. Quick attack. Heal.
Meow.
After weapon. Tesla cannon. That's a
Meow.
little bit overkill.
Meow.
Let's hit you again.
Meow.
Get you gone. Okay. I want you to get HP back. So let's come over here. Switch stance. Quick attack here. Quick attack down here. And a kneel. Alright.
Meow.
Okay, Tesla cannon it is. That works. That'll work even better. Let's see. Earn about 20% chance to inflict stun one. That's pretty good. Don't need a double spin attack. And gaining shield causes you to gain braces. Not bad. Might be better than rapid flow, honestly. But I kind of want the stun one. Stun one might save my ass. All right. What we got in the shop? Nope. Got nothing better. Hmm. Robot arms plus it is.
Meow.
Who should I put that on? You seem more likely to destroy bodies, so we'll put it on you.
Meow.
Oh boy. Oh, do I want to go hard? Probably not, honestly. Seems like a good way to die. I'm not really set up for it, so we're not going to.
Wrapped it all up.
Well, that makes up for it.
Meow.
Let's see. Let me use Bruce twice on the first turn.
Wrapped it all up.
Yes, sir.
Meow, meow, meow.
Okay, it's a meal. Bruce twice. $6. Kill that. I don't want to kill it. And then we're gonna get you. Take that. Also research. Also take that. Craft weapon. As the cannon. Yes, sir. Okay, let's just do that. Over here. Yes, Bruce. Take care of you. Hit you. Very nice. Let's go research one time. Rocket weapon. Rocket launcher. Yay! That up. Okay. Cheese. Pop back behind this guy. Melee him and then move. Grab that shield. Help keep you alive.
Nice little bow on top.
Kill you. Just in case.
Meow.
worked.
Meow.
Let's see, luck or constitution? Assuming that luck would help me get better weapons, I'm gonna go luck.
Meow.
I have no idea if that's the case or not, but we're just gonna pretend it is. Yeah, smash it. Things I don't need. Bleed 1. Did not need bleed 1 at all. Colored cap. That might actually be useful.
Meowza.
Oh, I don't have any way to get rid of bleed, do I? No, I do not. This is a problem. I'm just gonna have to live with it. Alright. What is it? Spitterella? I don't know what this thing's name is.
Meow.
Wrapped it all up.
I've got 8 hairy legs.
Move over here.
Don't be afraid.
Switch things.
Moving closer down in this cave's
Whoops.
Meow.
into my way.
That was all kinds of stupid. Good job, dumbass. Alright.
I got 4 pair of eyes to seek and find.
Alright, what are we dealing with? Absorbent. Drains all unused mana from units when they end their turn and deals damage to them equal to the amount of damage drained. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, that makes what to do much cleaner. Much clearer. Research. Through your weapon with this thing.
But getting loose is a struggle.
Use that cheese. Break free.
Sucking your blood,
And
snacking
then
on
hop twice.
once you are trapped. My 2 fangs will pierce you. Fast, but not painless. One last gasp as you
Yeah. Bruise.
crystalline.
Heal again. You move. Hit you with the nail board. Hit you again with it. Throw it at you.
Try to get past my stigma.
That craft weapon.
My heart's desire.
Shotgun.
Feasting on you.
Shotgun.
Feasting on you.
That's refined material.
Feeling a
Fine material. Refined material. And refined material.
I see you.
That will hold on.
Swallow your soul. Swallow your soul. Silky threads feel like a snuggle, but getting loose is a struggle.
Okay, let's go bruise, anneal, and then one shot. lob shot.
It's not the end, it's only the beginning. Once you're inside, you'll feel the surge. Tonight, our marrows will merge, tasting your bone.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay.
I've got 8 hairy legs. Gonna wrap them around you. Don't be afraid. Moving closer down in this cave's roller coaster. Into my web. Into my web.
I kind of want to hold on to that.
I got 4 pair of eyes to seek out and
Oh, that's
find
Matthew.
you.
Matthew again.
I can
And
see
then we'll find materials.
in your way. The stench will guide you to your demise. To your demise. Like a snow. Getting loose is
Fine.
I've wrapped you up
Cheese.
a mummy.
Grab this.
On your elbows, sucking your blood,
Up.
snacking on your
Up
toes.
on here.
Once you are trapped,
Hop onto this.
my 2
There we go.
fangs will pierce you. The end will be fast, but not painless. One last gasp as you fade to crystalline dreams. Crystalline dreams.
It's switch. Right through. Move over here and whack it.
These threads will astound you. Try to get past my sticky fibers, knowing your flesh is my heart's desire. Feasting on you. Feasting on you. Feeling so on
Reckon.
I see, and you see the fear you feel is all I need. Swallow your soul. Swallow your soul.
Huh, how brave do I feel?
Getting loose is a
Wrapped it all up.
I've wrapped you up.
So your rapid flow plus when you switch stances, do a double spin attack, set this,
On your toes.
way of the turtle.
It's not the end. It's only the beginning.
Take away the turtle and replace
Side, you'll feel
Hunter shot, which I don't really need.
blood into mine. Our marrows will
Jet fists.
tasting your bones.
I guess we'll just go speed up. Let's see, who wants a Rocky Mask? Guess we'll give this to you.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
doing the Zelda noise? Is that what that's supposed to be? Okay. Let's go. I feel kind of confident after that last fight. That actually went pretty well. Now watch me get wrecked. No, that's not a good start. Man, you guys were fast. Let's see, leave up sticky. Anything contact that gets tarred. Shit. Infested. Fly swarm when it dies. It's double infested. That means it spawns 2 fly swarms. Immune to stuns. I need to get rid of that problem turret. Oh, and then who has depressing? Which one of you assholes has depressing? You do. Get rid of you. Haste.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Let's hit you.
Wrapped it all up.
Not ideal. Yes. Don't want. Really don't want you to get tarred. It's too late for that now. Ah, damn it.
Meow.
Okay, you didn't get a first thing attached. Get rid of this guy. Need to get rid of you more. Okay.
Meow.
in pretty good shape. I just need to be careful about the bleed.
Meow.
I think I'll just wait. Go. Wait and try to heal. But, yeah, I should probably just heal on the next stage.
Meow.
Energizer. When you cast a spell, your weapon gets +1 damage. Active armor plus when you take damage. Do I gain +1 shield just for taking damage, or do I have to actually put something in an empty slot to get +1 shield? Catbot with my current weapon would be pretty cool, potentially. Especially if I get my, if I can get my tech up. Of course, then if I could take Energizer, I can then use refined materials to boost my weapon damage. With the right weapon, that could be pretty good. I think we're going to take Energizer and replace reactive armor.
Meow.
I don't really have any empty slots anyway, except for the weapon slot. Okay, what's our event? Destroy it.
Wrapped it all up.
Okay. Now, disaster incoming is my prediction. Both my fragile or brittle facial wares got broken, not surprising. Lord help me. What do we got?
Nice little bow on top.
Let's see, evolving. Another round gaining a random elite. Oh no. Resonant. Oh. Shit. Plots to get his elite buff. That could be a real fucking problem. Oh boy. Let's see. So we want to do only the necessary things. This as soon as possible. Yeah, that's dangerous while we're gonna do it. Oh, God. You're fucking kidding me. God damn it.
Meow.
Well, that was lucky. Let's see. Really do me good to kill that. Oh. Shit. Oh well,
Next up, we got cat fight.
that was my mistake. I
Smell the blood.
wasn't careful enough about the water. So do you get any credit for clearing that on hard? I'm guessing no.
This next one is Crack of Doom, and I can't understand a single word.
Oh wait, maybe I did. I guess I did actually, because they're highlighted in red now. Okay, well that's fine. That just means as long as I get through the throbbing domain, I'll go through the boneyard. No big loss. Alright. The monk has cleared that on hard now. Tinkerer has as well. Okay, so yeah, I at least got credit for that. Too bad we couldn't clear the robbing domain, but hey, what are you gonna do? Anything in here worth having? Since I've got money and open stuff, let's take that. Take the boss. This is terrible. Let's take that too. I'll take that. Alright. All I got is money. Okay, end the day. Check the inventory. Yeah, we're good.
Meow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Klaus! Renelli? Your arms, I believe. Deliria. I think that's your tail. Your, maybe your eyes too. Yeah, your tail definitely evolved. I think your legs did too. And then what's that on your head? Marth. Clem! Okay, what do we got in the furniture shop? The black box. Take the porcelain color. Washer. Got side table B. And letter block. Anything interesting? Human brain. Lead helmet and lucky toe. Why not?
Called Alone in the Dark, and man, am I sure glad I don't have to be locked in a bunker anytime soon.
What's Macbeth looking like? Oh, he's pretty solid. My strays are starting to look pretty good. Okay, so let's start getting rid of cats. Bye bye, Macbeth. Egan has Down syndrome. Oh, it does have research. Unfortunately, that makes her a terrible tinkerer. Yes, it is. Crohn's disease, Davis effect, beans, Sika. That costs another unit spells by 1 until end of the turn. That's right. Unfortunately, those defects suck. 4. This one's really good if you can properly use it. Don't like the defect. Beanies. Your minion is a solid cat. Bussia. Encourage is good if you're a druid or you have familiars. Don't like the defect. Alright, now Beanie is going to yell at me. Oh, you really messed up this time. Now there's a goddamn hungry knife lying around somewhere ready to go off. That's like leaving a loaded gun with a baby. Except the gun is really cool and the baby is some kind of robot Nazi. No wait, the baby is Hitler and the gun is like a train or something? Hey listen, I'm a doctor, not some idiot poet loser who leaves a nuclear knife just laying around. Irresponsible. You irresponsible dip-witted cluck. Yeah, also. Well, I hope you're happy. You ruined Stacy 34284's birthday party. She was so upset she crawled into a hole and died. And that is on you, my friend. Oh, this is Stacy 36127, obviously. Her birthday isn't for a few days. Also, you really screwed up this time. Don't you know how hard it is to find an Ultravision 3000? Sold out everywhere. I knew I shouldn't have trusted you with the only existing version. Get the hell out of here. Also, I've done it again. What is it? Now listen up. Look what I found at a random truck stop. It's all in Spanish, but I'm pretty sure the word in all caps means hard. Uh-oh. And that word is all over the packaging, so I assume it's going to make things quite hard for you. But I know you're up for a challenge. Go ahead and take that mysterious bill to the throbbing domain. Report back and let me know how hard things get for you. If I should head back to that truck stop myself. Well, unfortunately, not what I was hoping for. Rolodex. You're keepable, I suppose. We'll look. Orson. Nope. Laharl. Quiver is okay-ish. Don't like mouth defect. Gaucho. Don't like the leg defect. Otherwise, it's a solid cat. You. Hippie. These abilities also offered. That's not terrible. Charisma down kind of sucks though. Alright. I've done it again. Let's see. Come on, Lunar. Tito. Oh, you are a amazing normal cat. Okay. Scarlet. Yeah, you're pretty normalish cat now. Let's get rid of you. Don't like the defects. Corcho. Also a solid cat. Vivica. No good arm defect. Doreen. Oh, that's pretty cool. We can keep you. Hitman. How? Oh, that's right. Klaus died. That's a shame. Klaus is actually a pretty good cat. That's what you get for losing. Klaus. No losers here. Marth. Send you to Frank. How do I breed good cats? So understanding how breeding works is kind of important for that. So as you advance through the game, like if you level up, like what you want to do to help your breeding and make breeding easier to understand is you need to level up Tink as soon as possible. So like if you got any kittens that you're kind of on the fence about, that you don't really feel good about, just send them to Tink and try to level up Tink as quickly as possible. So how breeding works is, so you have two cats. So let's say we have Apollonia here. So it's, and these numbers on the right, these are the base stat. Like I don't know if you've got these visible at the start of the game. I can't remember. I don't think they are. They might be, but either way, these are your base stats. So these stats are locked in and they don't change. These numbers here on the right. These numbers on the left, these are your modified stats. So after applying like for mutations or stat ups from levels or stats lofts from injuries and everything. So this is like your adjusted stats on the left here. These left numbers. The adjusted stats do not matter for breeding. Okay, the only thing that matters for breeding is these numbers on the right. So what happens when you breed two cats is cat A and cat B have their base stats. And the cat that gets bred from cat A and cat B has a chance of getting one or the other number from cat A or cat B. So if you breed a cat with 7 strength with a cat with 4 strength, the kitten that comes out has a chance of having either 7 strength or 4 strength. So what you want to try to do to get cats with better stats is you want to find cats that have high numbers in certain stats, and then cats that may have high numbers in other stats, and breed those together and hope that you get a cat that gets all the good numbers or most of the good numbers. And then you keep, as those numbers slowly go up, you want to keep those cats and then breed them together with new cats, and then you can slowly work your way up to cats that have all 7s, like this right here. Like this cat here, How How. So 7 is the maximum number for the base statistics. So once you get all 7s, like the cat's numbers aren't going to get any better than that. Now, with the original version of the game, like inbreeding is obviously, when you're talking about like genetics and things like that, inbreeding is the thing you want to be cautious of. And in the original version of the game, like inbreeding wasn't too much of a thing to worry about. The current version of the game, like the more inbred your cats get, the more likely they are to be born with defects, like these purple things listed here. And defects generally have bad effects. So you want to kind of try to avoid inbreeding. Now, when you level up Tink, eventually you'll get this tree here that'll let you see how your cats are descended. Now, the thing is, like, once you've bred long enough, it's kind of hard to avoid any inbreeding at all. Like, your cats are always going to kind of be slightly inbred, so to prevent that, every now and then, like, you get a stray every day, yeah? Like, you have to take a stray and kind of put them in here, and then that'll help mitigate the inbreeding. But the problem is strays tend to have lower stats than the cats you've bred. So, like, that's a little bit of a balance thing there. But the thing is, like, once you've bred your cats to a strong enough point, the inbreeding problem isn't that bad. It just makes it a little bit more difficult than it used to be. But yeah, like, if you need to bring, like, I was the same way. Like, when I started, like, I was progressing, but my cat's base stats weren't getting any better. So, like, when I got to Act 3, the game really got hard. So, yeah, like, but once I started paying more attention to breeding and getting these base stat numbers up, like, on normal, it's much easier than it used to be. Once you start playing, like, the higher difficulties, the mutations start becoming more important, the mutations and the your equipment. But for normal mode, yeah, getting these base stats up to 7 will make a big difference in how easy it is. I mean, since you generally only gain like 1 point per level, so like the base stat, the normal stat is 5. So anything below 5 is considered below average. Anything above 5 is considered above average. So this is +2 on every base stat. So that would mean that that's like starting at level 15 versus a cat that you would have at the beginning of the game. So yeah, like getting these base stats up, like that's what you want to try to do with your breeding. And to get these base stats higher, like you got to wait on cats, like stray cats to show up that have 7s. So to get better stray cats, you need this number up here, the appeal. to be higher. The higher this number is, the better stray cats that show up. So you just kind of, I mean, you got to be patient because, like, you know, sometimes, like, at first it'll be really easy to get stray cats that have, like, a stat that you need. But, like, once it's down to where it's like, okay, well, I need a cat with 7 luck or something like that, then it might take a few days or a few weeks for that to show up. But yeah, you need to, like, pay attention to the strays that show up here, and if you find ones that have a good base stats, you want to put them in with other cats that have good base stats and just kind of hope the kittens come out are good. And once you get good kittens, what I did to get my all 7 cats was I made a separate, well, I took one of the separate rooms and I took all of the high stat cats and put them in there, so that the probability that they'd breed together would be better. And then, like, the cats that had maybe like a couple of high stats, I just kind of left them all in one room, and, you know, if a good one came out of it, well, lucky me. But if not, you know, not that big of a deal. So that way you've got, you know, cats to use for adventuring and things like that, and you've also got the cats that you're trying to use to bring up the base stats.
Good morning, Boone County. You are listening to 99.9 Lives, WMEW.
But yeah, like,
Just you shut your
you don't really need to restart. It's just, you just kind of got to be patient. I mean, like, restarting is not going to help you get better cats. All restarting is going to do is, like, you have to try to get cats with higher stats again from nothing. So. I mean, the thing is, like, if you really want to restart, like, you don't even have to start a new file. Just take all the cats you have and throw them all away. And that'll be pretty much the same as restarting. But I don't recommend doing that. Just kind of look through the cats you have, find the ones that have high stats, and if you've got multiple rooms, try to, you know, segregate your cats so that your quote-unquote better cats are together. Once you level up Tink more, like, you can see affinities between cats and things like that. It'll make it easier to do the breeding, but you don't need to think about it too hard. It's really just high stat cat, put them together. And, like, with the abilities too, like, the abilities work the same way. Like, the kitten that comes out has a chance to have one of the abilities that both parents have. Or to get a collarless ability. It's one or the other. It doesn't, my understanding is it doesn't matter if you lose the boss battles. Like, I've lost one boss battle, and the only thing you lose is you lose the cat. Or cats that you sent to fight it. Like, don't worry about that. Losing a boss battle just means that you have to do it again later. Like, if you find yourself in a situation where you don't feel like you can beat the boss, but it's, you know, it's there, so you got to do something about it, just find the worst cat that you have that you don't care about, send it by itself, let it die, and then that's that. And you can just wait until the boss shows up again.
Oh, pussy, don't try and tell me you're not the get-eaten kind. We can dine together at a little kitty table for two. And once you're all in my belly, then perhaps I'll eat myself too.
Like, you'll never have 0 cats, because what'll happen is, like, say, like, all your cats were dead, it just sends you to the next day, and then you'll have a stray cat there the next day.
Not a whisker shall go to waste. It's not just your kitty style I love, no, it's the way that you taste. There's a hunger deep inside me.
And since they, on the day of, like, the house battles, they close off your ability to throw away cats at the start. So, like, you can't ever have a situation where you'd have, like, literally 0 cats for the boss battle. So don't worry about that. But again, like I said, like, there's really no point in throwing all your cats away. Like, whatever, no matter how bad you think they are, they're better than what you would have at the start of the game.
Milky White will even enjoy a nice little fishy treat. But there's nothing in this world quite like kitty meat. Oh, I'm a cannibal kitty. Oh, so misunderstood. Just a cannibal kitty. Meow, meow, meow. Cannibal kitty. Meow, 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 meow.
But believe me, like it is possible to beat the normal version of this game with all strays.
Delicious.
In other words, just like taking whatever cats that show up at your house without worrying about breeding. Like you can actually do that if you are real careful, and like you got to get lucky sometimes. I mean, sometimes the game just gives you something that's not workable.
This week's episode of Haircuts with Paul.
So like don't let yourself get discouraged by that. Like I've had that happen. Like the last run I had,
Tune in.
I got a battle where
Jimmy the Hammer Valentine with an update about some immediate
like I have a policy of not resetting.
following areas must
So,
be evacuated immediately.
Like if I had done the battle again, I probably could have gotten through it without losing any cats, or might have been able to get through it without losing any cats. But like sometimes it just throws something at you that there might be a solution, but you're kind of depending on getting lucky. And like from personal experience, the game tends to kind of give you ways to get out of messes, and it seems to be a little bit generous when it looks like you're kind of screwed. Like that's just my personal experience. Like I can't guarantee that that's the way the game works, but like the programming around luck and randomness in this game is fairly complicated, I believe.
Hello, gone again.
But
The urge to
you know, it's mostly about just like having looking at the abilities you have and the options they give you and trying to find synergies there that work together. And like that kind of comes with experience and like seeing what the abilities to do. And it's like, oh, this ability does this. Well, if I take this ability and put them together, then
right there.
this allows me to attack like 5 times in a turn or something like that. It's mostly about that. Like the stats help
Following areas
a lot. They do. But like all the high stats in the world aren't going to help you if like you don't use your abilities or your equipment correctly.
Telling me in my ISP
So.
earpiece to finish the extremely important life-saving report about which areas need to be evacuated. Will do. It is of the utmost
You just kind of got to be like 7 hours in, like you just got to be patient still. Like
immediately.
there's a lot to learn about this game.
This is extremely urgent information. The following areas must
Just don't let the game discourage you. Like it's designed to be punishing. It's designed to get you angry. It is designed to make you want to quit at points. But you just got to be patient with it. You'll get it.
Evacuate now. 99.9 lives. WMEW. Boone County. Smooth moves. Loose grooves. This next one's called Crack
Alright.
of Doom.
Let's see.
Please take a shower.
Let's clean that. C block. Not picture. Alright, let's do that for right now. Washer. Is there anywhere I can show this? It doesn't really look like it. see.
Welcome to the end, no more worrying, my friend. There's nothing left to fear, there won't even be a deer. Oh, there,
Stimulation.
there's a bunch, I've a hunch you'll be relieved when your blank slate is achieved. Tabula rasa, so divine, where nothing is a nil entwined.
I can really use a new
Yourself
room.
from all this horror. Give up now, erase tomorrow. Sink into the nothing of the past and not
Rocks.
void. Relax and sip on something cold and watch your world destroy. Rebel angels fall from grace into the garden. Let's dissolve, we'll devolve your new heart's heart. It's the blitz, the climax, the
Okay.
fall, the revolution.
That's enough of that.
The final whimper, there'll be no restitution.
Alright.
It's as bleak
Ish.
as imagined, only more so, I mean less. Less is more, less is more, less is more, less. 'Cause less is more, and this is every bit of nothing all at once.
Alright.
Loosen up your grip
Well,
on this
the hard run today was, if we're going like, you know, X triangle circle is a triangle today. Like we didn't completely finish it because we got beaten throbbing domain. That was a little bit my fault. I should have been more careful about the electricity. I didn't realize that would do as much damage as it did, or that it would hit my characters standing next to the water. I just kind of forgot about that. I could have gotten through that fight. I mean, if I redid it, I would have probably beaten that fight. But, I guess I just don't. I don't like using the reset feature. I'm fine with it. But we did at least beat the caves, so next time when I play this game, we'll try to beat the throbbing domain again. This time go through the boneyard. Should be okay. As long as I set it up properly. We kind of got unlucky with that fight with the two daddy sharks. That sucked. Like if I don't lose those two cats, the run probably would have been fine. But that really kind of painted me into a corner. Did well to finish the caves though. But that's going to be all for today. Like I had to get up early, and then it took me a lot longer to finish what I was going to do today, and got back late. Like I was actually intending to do Link to the Past RTA before this, but I didn't have enough time. So I'll be back tomorrow, much earlier than today. Not sure what I'm gonna play. I'm probably gonna do a Link to the Past RTA around the usual time, but the evening I'm not sure if I'm gonna play this, or I might play Adventures of Elliot. Go through New Game Plus, turn the difficulty back down to normal, since we did a very hard playthrough. Oh yeah, like you'll get it, dude. Just stick with it. Like 7 hours, man. You barely even scratched the surface of this game. Like if you want to get through to the very end of the game and you're playing at kind of a normal pace, you've got a lot of game left in front. Okay, so just don't get discouraged. It's going to be frustrating at points, but just kind of keep plugging away. Like there will be points where it feels like you lost everything. That happened to me. But you can always rebuild in this game. So just stick with it. You'll make it. Like I'll be back playing this game, if not tomorrow, next week. So around the same time. So if you want to stop in again and got any questions, by all means. I mean, of course, just watch YouTube videos too. Like you'll figure it out. But yeah, that's going to be all for today. Everyone, I always appreciate people who watch, people who comment, chat. enjoy it. Like, subscribe, follow buttons are always appreciated, and hope to see you next time. Post my schedule on X every day, or you can check the YouTube channel. I put the streams up there at least usually about 30 minutes before I start, but that's how you can figure out what I'm doing if you want to watch. So, but anyway, good luck with the game today. There, what is it? ID Retold. Not sure how to say that, but good luck to you. And if you need any help with anything, free to ask. All right. Have a good evening, folks, and hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.